Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and like always, it's really freaking dark in my room, but still, I mean, it's really bright like usual, like on in the room, but in the camera, for some reason, it is really, really dark, which is really annoying. But now, finally, I'm going to continue. Finally, I am going to continue with the top 10 horror movies for each year in the 80s. That's what I wanted to say. I don't really know why I had that hard time just to say that, but there's actually one film in this top list which I got so goddamn mad because I know I have that film in my collection, but I've searched like all over this entire collection for this film and I can't find it, but I do know for sure that I have that film in my collection. So yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. So yeah, enough about that. Um, this is the top 10 horror movies of the year 1983. So this is just my personal opinion, and my opinion can like change over time as well. But this is the top 10 at the moment. So yeah, at number 10 we have Mausoleum, which I think is really entertaining for its. I mean, it's not like any like masterpiece or anything like that, but I would say the entertainment factor for this is really good in my opinion, and it's sort of like eerie and spooky as well in some parts. So yeah, Mausoleum is in at number 10, and at number 9 we have Cujo. Most people probably already know about this one. I've heard some people say that they think it's really boring and stuff, but I think this is really great. And since the dog is like, I mean, that type of dog is really like, I really like those type of dogs. I don't really know what you call those in English, but no, it doesn't say here in the back what type of dog it is. But I really like those type of dogs that Cujo really is. But he basically gets bitten by, I think it's like a bat or something, and then he gets like rabies and just goes berserk. So yeah, most people probably already know about this one, but yeah, really great acting in this as well. So yeah, Cujo at number 9. And at number 8 we have a film called Mortuary, which I don't really hear that many people talk about in general, but I would say it's rather underrated, and I think more people should give it a watch. And it also has Bill Paxton in it, but I'm not too sure if he had that big of a role, to be honest. But I've always been a big fan of that actor in general. It's just too bad that he passed away a couple of years ago. But yeah, this one also has Christopher George and Lina Day George. So it's about some weird ass cult. So yeah, Mortuary. And at number 7 is the film which I do know for certain that I have, but I for some damn reason can't find it. I've searched over here and here and here. I mean, everywhere. But yeah, then at number 7 we have Christine, about I mean John Carpenter's Christine, based on a Stephen King novel or a Stephen King story. So yeah, that's at number 7. And at number 6 is Psycho 2. I have this in the Psycho box. Okay, for some damn reason you can't see anything because it's really fucking dark on that screen. But Psycho 2, which I think is a great sequel. I mean, I did not expect that when I started watching it because I'm a big fan of the original, and I was like, well, they made like a sequel that many years after. I mean, it's like 23 years after the first one, which is just insane. But I think they managed to make this film really interesting and entertaining and really creepy at parts as well. So yeah, Psycho 2 at number 6. And at number 5 we have David Cronenberg's Videodrome, a really weird ass film, and I think this is probably one of my absolute favorite Cronenberg films, along with probably Existence and another film on this list. I think that might be Cronenberg, I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's directed by him as well, the other one, which is coming up later on, but I think probably all of you already know about that, but which film it is. But this one, Videodrome, is really weird and really creepy at parts, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but James Woods is phenomenal in this one, in my opinion. So yeah, Videodrome at number 5. And at number 4 is a film which I watched for the very first time during this horrorthon, that I've talked a little bit about. I'm not going to talk that much about it in general because I already mentioned it in one of those videos. But Nightmares, the anthology film, definitely, like I said before, the Bishop of Battle is the best story in this anthology film. In general, I'm not the biggest fan of anthology films, but this one I really, really enjoyed. So, yeah, Nightmares. At number 4. And I can already see like people, oh, you picked that one over Videodrome, or you a fucking idiot. And I like Psycho as well, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion. At number 3 is a slasher, which I really like this slasher. I think it has a special type of atmosphere which I can't find another film which I feel like, oh, this is similar to this or this film. I think it's very special in its tone and in its atmosphere. And the movie is The House on Sorority Row. There was a remake of this. I think this was like 10 years ago right now, which I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. But this one is really great, and I think more people should see it. And if you're a slasher fan just like me, check this one out. I think this deserves more love, and I think it's the score which really helps this film by Richard Band. I think that score is really amazing and really beautiful at the same time. So yeah, The House on Sorority Row at number 3. And at number 2 is that other Cronenberg film I talked about. I think, now I'm not too sure if this actually is directed by Cronenberg, but I think it is. And it's the film, another like film based off a Stephen King story. And the movie is The Dead Zone with Christopher Walken and Martin Sheen and Tom Skerritt. It was a pretty damn long time ago since I saw this, but damn, I thought this is uncomfortable. I mean, that sounds really weird to say, but it's uncomfortable, but in a weird but entertaining way. Yeah, if you haven't seen this one, if you're a big fan of David Cronenberg or Stephen King, give it a shot. I think you won't be disappointed. So yeah, The Dead Zone. And what could possibly be at number 1 on my top 10 of 1983 horror films? It's a film I've been talking about millions and millions of times before, so I'm not going to say anything about it. And I think the less you know about this film, the better I think the movie is going to be, or like the movie experience is going to be for you. And that film is, of course, Sleepaway Camp. Also really like the sequels, and this cover art is really awesome as well with that shoe. I actually have that on a poster in the movie room. So yeah, also a really great slasher. I mean, like probably all of you already know by now, slashers is my favorite subgenre when it comes to horror. So yeah, Sleepaway Camp at number 1. Now, sorry that I couldn't find Christine. I do know for certain that I have it in my collection, and yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. I'm probably gonna find it like just after making this video. That's always something that happens when it comes to that, because I've been searching everywhere for it now. I mean, before I made this video. So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed and didn't get bored, and I hope to see you again as soon as possible. So see you next time. Bye bye.